Welcome to another lab exercise. In this lab exercise, we are going to look at implementing a serverless architecture for the cafe business. Now, if you have been following the lab exercises that I have been doing, you realize that we have been also working on a hypothetical cafe business, right? So at this point, we are coming to implement a serverless architecture for the cafe business. And this is what we have currently in our lab. So we have an application server, and then we have a DB instance in a DB subnet group. All right, this is what we have currently. So at the end of the lab, this is what we are going to achieve. So we'll have a Lambda function that will extract the data analysis report. This is also spread across the multiple availability zones. And then there will be a sales analysis report that will be also extracted from the data extractor. And then this will trigger an SNS topic, which will then send a notification to via email or SMS, right? But this one is actually email. We'll also schedule a cron job, right, using event bridge to trigger this Lambda function in order to generate the sales reports each day. So that is what we are looking forward to achieve, right? So let's go to the management console and then begin with it. So first of all, we need to upload these things and then examine them, right? So I've already download them and then examine them. I have already downloaded these files. So let me just go into it so that we'll look at it. I put it in a folder called inventory, and then let's examine it. So the sales analysis report has one Python file, and then the data extractor has this, and then a package, right? A package folder. So there is a package folder because this script needs these packages to run. So this package folder is used to store any package that the Python script needs to run. So if you open it, you should see some MySQL and then some Python MySQL folders in there. Okay, so that is just about it. So now to create a Lambda function, first of all, we are putting this Lambda in a VPC. And this is because the Lambda function needs to communicate with a database instance, right? So it needs to be in the same VPC that the database is in. Okay. So I've already opened the two windows. I've opened a security group that will also protect the Lambda function. All right. And then I've opened the Lambda console. All right. So first, let's create a security group for the Lambda. So the security group name will be Lambda SG. All right, just like that. And I'll say SG for, let me say, data extraction. Yes, SG for data extraction, Lambda function. All right, nice one. And the VPC is going to be our lab VPC, this one. We are not going to allow any inbound rules, but the outbound rules will be left as it is, right? So everything is okay. Let's create the security group. Now, all we are going to do is that we are going to update the database security group to allow MySQL traffic, okay, from the Lambda security group. So I'll edit the inbound rules here, and I'll add a second rule. And this second rule will be MySQL, and then custom, and then this is going to accept traffic from the Lambda security group. I'll save rules, and now we are good to go. Okay, so I'll go to the console. Sorry, I'll go to the Lambda function. I'll create function. I'll author from scratch. Okay, and then the function name. Let me just come here and then copy that. So that will be sales analysis reports data extractor. All right, I'll copy that. So let me close the security group for now. I'll paste this. The runtime is Python 3.8. I'll change the execution role, and then I'll choose existing role, and the role is sales analysis reports DE role. Okay, I'll go to advanced settings and then I'll enable VPC. as I said, we are putting it in a VPC because it needs to communicate with the RDS instance in the same VPC. All right, so I'll select the lab VPC. Okay, and then for subnet, I'll choose the private because it's in a private subnet. So I'll choose the private subnet 1 and private subnet 2. Great. This is done. Security group, I will choose the Lambda security group that I just created. So that's the Lambda SG. Correct. Now create the function. Now the function will take some time to create. So I'll pause the video for a while, and when it is done, we'll get back to it. Great. So you need to wait like close to 4 minutes for the session to be ready. Sorry, the function to be ready. Now, once this is done, we are not done. We need to do some extra configurations, right? So first of all, let's upload our data extractor, sales analysis data extractor report zip file. This one, right? Data extractor. Open that, and then I'll save this. All right, great. So this is done. Let's go back to the canvas. We need to do some extra configurations here. So I need to change the description to Lambda function to extract data from the database. I'll copy this, go to function, the Lambda function. I'll go to configurations. Okay, I'll edit this, paste this thing here. So that's for the description, the memory 128.512. Everything is okay, and I'll save this. Okay, so this is also updating. Great. Now let's go back to the code. All right, and I'll scroll down here. I need to change this handler. All right, so I'll edit this, and the handler is the sales data analysis reports Lambda handler. So I'll copy this Lambda, and I'll change this. Okay, I'll save. Awesome. So the sales analysis reports data extractor function is now okay. Let's go back to functions, and then we'll create another function for the sales analysis report, right? So I'll create function from scratch, and I'll come here. I'll copy this, paste it here. Python 3.8. This is not going to be in a VPC. It will be outside a VPC. The existing role, I'll choose the sales analysis report role. Right, these were already provisioned for us. So I've created the function. So just as we did for the previous one, we'll do some extra configurations in there. Okay. So the function is created. Let me scroll down. I'll edit this. Let me come here. So the description is Lambda function to generate and send daily sales reports, right? So I'll copy this, and okay, so this is for the handler, sorry. So let me change the handler. I'll copy this, paste it in here, save, and then I'll go to the configurations. I'll edit this, change the description, paste here, and now I'll go to the code, and I'll upload, right, from the zip file. We should have actually done this one first before any other thing, but that's fine. Open this and then save as well. Okay, so the function is being updated. What we need to do next is to create an SNS topic, right? This SNS topic is what is going to send us notifications on the status of our database, right? If anything happens, right? Out of stock, sales report, all those things, right? So we need to create an SNS topic. So I'll go to simple notification service, right? This is going to send us notifications on daily sales. All right, let me see, the analysis report is okay. All right, All right, so the topic name is sales report topic. Okay, so you can equally create your topic when you open and then you don't have this page. You might probably come here, go to topics, and then you click on create topic. But this is the home page, and you can also start creating it from here. So sales report topic. I'll go to next step. It's a standard topic. So the display name is sales report topic. Okay, and that should be it for here. And then I'll create topic. Now the next thing, I need to also update the sales analysis reports lambda function environment variable. All right, so here I'll go to configurations, and here there is environment variables. I'll edit this and I'll add an environment variable. The key is topic ARN, and the value is the SNS topic that I just created, right? So I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. Super. I'll save this. Now we could also save this topic ARN as an AWS Systems Manager parameter, right? Instead of as an environment variable, right? That is if the code is something that we can update it, right? If we can update the code, then we can also save it as a Systems Manager parameter. Okay. All right. So that is fine. Now we need to create an email subscription. So you know that SNS is a pub and sub, right? So that is a publisher and subscriber. So what we need to do is that after we create the topic, we need to create a subscriber that will receive the email notifications. All right. So I've created this temporary email here, right? So I'll copy that and I'll use that as my subscriber. So I'll create subscription. The protocol will be an email, and then I'll paste the email here, and that is it. So I'll create that. Now once a subscription is created, the subscription needs to be confirmed, right? Else you will not be able to receive the emails or the notifications. So I'll go to my temp email. I should receive my email. So let me wait for a while so you can see the email is here. So I'll open that and confirm the subscription. Okay, so I'll open the link and the subscription is confirmed. If you should go back to SNS and then we click on the sales report topic, you should see the subscription is now confirmed. Great. Now we can test the sales reports lambda function to see that it is working. All right, so I'll go to the test tab here, and then I'll just create a test report. Right, we don't need to worry about the body of the code, we just need to test it. Right, so let me just save this and now click on test. So the execution function failed. Right, so let me go to the details. Okay, so it is a timeout issue. So if it is a timeout issue, then what we need to do is to come back here. All right, so I'm leaving this on the screen so that you will know sometimes the things that might go wrong so that you get to fix it. All right, so for timeout, I think I should go to the configuration rather, right? And general configuration. So you can see the timeout is 3 seconds. So I'll edit this. The timeout should rather be 30 seconds. All right, so 30 seconds and save this. All right, so that means that I need to also go to the sales analysis report data extractor and then update that one as well. So I'll click here. I'll go to configuration. This is also 3 seconds. So the timeout should be 30 seconds. I think in the canvas, yes, that is here. All right. So 30 seconds and save. This is done. Let's go back to our sales analysis report. Now we can test it peacefully, right? So let's go to the test tab. We already have the event here, so then there's no need to create a new one. I'll just click on test, and this time it was successful. So if it is successful, then it means that we should receive an email in our mailbox. So let me go back to the list, and you can see we have the report here. All right, so it was sent twice. So I think the first one worked, but just that it was timed out after 3 seconds. Okay, so this is the sales report. If I can open it to check, and you can see this is the test report. All right, so let me go back to the list, and the next thing to do, we are now going to set up a cron job. So for now, what we have done is that anytime we would need this report, it means that we have to always come here and then come and generate that report so that we'll send the email. But we want to set up a cron job that will actually do that for us automatically, right? So, and we will use Event Bridge for that. Okay, so we'll go to Amazon Event Bridge. I'll open it in a new tab. Okay, and I'll create an event bridge rule. You can also just go ahead and then select the schedule because it's a schedule, right? So we can use the event bridge schedule. So let me just open the event bridge page again. I want to show you something. So it is yet to open. Let's just go ahead and then create our event. So here I'll name it sales analysis report. Okay, the description is optional, so I will leave it. And it is not a one-time schedule, it's a recurring schedule. Okay, now you have to create a cron job expression. For this, you can use the documentation link that was provided for you to learn how to write the cron job expression. Right, this is the link. Okay, this is the link. You can use this link. All right. Okay, the second event bridge page that we open is still opening. That's fine. So the minutes currently, my time is 1:23, so I want to receive a message at exactly 1:25. All right, so it means the minutes is 25, the hours is 13. Okay, so day of the month, we put a question mark there, and then every month and every day and every year. So once this is done, it is going to show us the breakdown, right, of the next trigger date. So you can see it will be doing it every day. So today's date is 9th, so 9, 10, 11 to the 10th day. All right, so that is the beauty of it. So if you don't want to specify a day in the month, you put a question mark, and for every day you put star. You can't put question mark in I think day of month and then day of the week. But if you check the documentation, you'll be able to get all those information. Okay, so flexible time window, we don't want a flexible time window. It should start immediately. Okay, so off and next. I'm just hoping the time doesn't. So it's going to invoke a lambda function. So I'll select the lambda function, and the function should be sales analysis reports. Okay, next. The permissions, it should use an existing role. I'll select the role. It should use the sales analysis report role. All right, this one. Good. Okay, so I think I'm already behind time, so let me send it to the next 2 minutes. Okay, so 27. All right, next. So the row is created. Next, and that is it. I will create the schedule. So it means that at exactly 1:27 every day, this job is going to, the sales analysis report is going to be created, and it will be sent to the email. All right, so currently the time is 1:25. So we'll wait for the next 2 minutes, and then we'll see if we'll receive an email. So I'll pause the video for some time. Okay, so the time is 1:27 at my end. So let me go ahead and check the email and see if I have received a new email. Yes, this was, so you can see another email has been added. All right, so this is the new one. Let me open it. So you can see the time was 1:27, right, on this second. All right, so this is a sales report, the quantity, the name of the product, and that is that is just the beauty of setting up a cron job and the beauty of using serverless architecture. Right, so I said I was going to show you something on event bridge. Yeah, so you remember previously we used the event bridge schedule, right? So if you should use the event bridge rule, it will also going to do the same thing. So this time I selected the event bridge rule, so I'll just give it test, right? The description can be left as it is. So so you can see rule with an event pattern, but immediately I click on schedule, it now tells me to use what, the event bridge scheduler, a new scheduling capability. So if I click on continue, then it will now go to the event bridge scheduler page as we used before. Great, just like this, and then you can continue to enter all that you want to enter, just as we did before. All right, so that was just what I wanted to show you, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in another video for another hands-on.